Gamescom may be here in Singapore, but we're hosting developers, publishers, and gamers from around the world. So let's take a look at some of the awesome indies that have made it out this year. From Gentle Giant Games, let's take a look at Spiritfall, a fast-paced roguelite that was inspired by the platform fighting game genre.
Hi everyone, I'm Connor from Gentle Giant Games, and I'm excited to be able to show you today what we've been working on in Spiritfall. With Spiritfall, we have combined fierce combat inspired by platform fighters, nimble 2D platforming, and roguelike mechanics all into one. In Spiritfall, you take control of the Omen Forged, a warrior chosen to fight against the twisted corruption spreading from the brink, the gateway to the spirit realm. We're currently in the Sanctum. This is the main hub area where players can chat with NPCs, upgrade their skills and weapons, and practice their combos before they begin their runs. At the Perennial Flame, players can exchange dormant embers to strengthen their link to the divine spirits. Each spirit has their own unique tree, which includes both passive and active abilities, like the Hop ability, which helps keep movement fluid across rooms, as well as keeping that combo counter going. We have a variety of precious resources that can be exchanged with different characters. Esoteric scrolls can be exchanged with the Mediary to unlock new rooms and permanent effects for your upcoming runs. Weapons can also be unlocked and upgraded by giving runes to the Sanctum's blacksmith. We currently have the Battle Hammer Axe and the Sisterhood Gauntlets, and we can't wait to share more weapons with you in the near future. Using platform fighters as our inspiration, we wanted each room to allow you to take full advantage of your mobility options, utilising wall jumps, the dash ability, different attack variations for both on the ground and in the air, and of course, ricocheting enemies off the walls, because it's great fun. There's great variety in the base moveset, but we take this a step further throughout your runs with Spirit Blessings. Whether it's Mishved, the Coldbringer, whose blessings focus on crowd-controlling ice attacks, or Selesh, the Everlasting Sun, a phoenix who bestows flaming wings for aerial combat that burn enemies over time. Each spirit offers unique powers that change your approach to every room. With a strong moveset enhanced by these powerful spirit blessings, every single run feels unique, and we look forward to hearing what your favourite combination of abilities are. As you fight your way towards the brink, you'll find rooms to heal, merchants to purchase items from, chests with hidden relics, and statues which may grant resources which can be spent in the Sanctum. At the end of each region, you'll come across regional shrines which are looked after by the Sisterhood of Shrine Keepers. These four-armed giants provide bonus enchantments in exchange for essence, which is earned based on your combat performance. Keep the combo count high and you'll reap the rewards. Thanks very much for listening. We're on track for our 2023 release window. Wishlist Spiritfall now on Steam, and follow us to hear more about new features and upcoming private betas. We hope you've had a great Gamescom and enjoy the rest of your day.
Next up is Her Name Was Fire. Developed by Tishu Inu from Amsterdam, Her Name Was Fire is a roguelike that has deck building elements. Use twin stick controls to defeat hordes of void creatures. Returning again this year, Hooded Horse brings us over 10 games in their developer showcase. From strategy to RPG to roguelite titles, let's see what Hooded Horse has to offer.
The harshest aspects of our world. Every generation has upheld the solemn promise of our forefathers that the rise of Titan would forever be without misery or bloodshed. We seek nothing from the solar system but a lasting amity of reason and justice. To see a war under any pretext would bring ruin to the great works of mankind. Any victory achieved through that deepest expression of human unreason would be as devastating as defeat. We have but a singular purpose: to establish peace and security for all mankind.
Putting our people in place. Ready for my mission.
Create your legacy as you embark on this epic journey, and feel the growth of your divine power when you destroy all those who dare oppose you. At last, raise a monument to your ultimate triumph. As thousands praise your glory, you will finally realize your fate. With the power of a god, who will you become? Fata Deum.
so peaceful when you first settle here. Rich glades are full of resources, yours for the taking. But with every fallen tree, with every ancient site sacked, the forest grows angrier. Ignore the warnings, and you will bring doom upon your people. So, my fellow, do you have what it takes to become a viceroy?
Target coordinates 1 uniform. Down copy. Enemy down.
To go to the moon in this decade and do the other thing, not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
Channel traffic, 8 special missions, 4 air evac, and 2 embassy flights.
Developed by the Six Hammer in Bulgaria, Moonlander is a 2D action RPG with Metroidvania elements, beautiful environments, and some epic cow bosses.
Moolander is a 2D action-adventure RPG with Metroidvania and puzzle platformer elements. It is inspired by games like Ori and Rayman, and we've developed it for the past 6 years. So you crash land on an alien world with nothing but your interstellar ship and your trusty AI, Hamilton. Your task, find the legendary source of infinite milk, Elvir. Your fate, tame the mighty cows, beam them up, and buy your dying civilization a few more weeks worth of milk resource.
It's all about the milk. It is an important resource and a fundamental plot element of the story. The main hero of the game is after the milk so he can save his dying civilization. At the same time, milk is the most precious resource in the universe, and it's used to power up the milk arsenal. So you must choose wisely which abilities to spend your hard-earned milk on. Cows are the cherry on top of Moolander. You have to discover where they come from and why they are so powerful. We call them the Ancient Mighty Cows, outfitted with a hyper-advanced AI. Every cow fight is completely different and cinematically crafted. They can even use the environment against you. Not to mention the special attacks each one of them utilizes in battle. Furthermore, you cannot kill these bovines. They are simply too powerful. What you can do is tame them with the non-lethal attacks and teleport them back to your home planet.
We actually went crazy with the cow concept. We have included spider cow, skeleton cow, druid cow, and overall more than 15 different types of bovines that you can encounter in our journey called Moolander. All of them have their own particular set of skills, and we actually encourage players to find their own way of fighting them. Don't worry, we have taken care of that by creating very sophisticated AIs that it's going to be a challenge even for the normal players.
The combat of Moolander is very dynamic and fluid. You unlock multiple battle abilities by leveling up your character so you can create your unique combat build. We've created 3 sets of milk-based arsenal types for the players to choose between: lethal, non-lethal weapons, and defensive abilities. Every one of those can be further upgraded with milk. You need to switch between all of the weapons in real time in order to tip the scales in your favor.
It was about time to tip the scales in our favor.
The enemies of Moolander are highly intelligent, each with its own specific AI. They all have multiple different attacks and require a strategic approach to be defeated. By killing enemies in the game, you make research on their DNA, which is then implemented into your ship in the form of unlockable skins. These skins are called camouflage modules. By equipping them, the players gain special passive bonuses. What's a beautiful, vibrant world without memorable characters and emotional plot twists? Moolander has it all, and to boot, we've added a branching dialogue system.
We are in luck, sir. This is a health plant. It can restore our health.
I thought they didn't grow anymore here on Mars.
They don't, sir. It is strange how this plant survived.
Enjoy frequent cutscenes as you progress through the game. Uncover the main hero's emotional backstory by interacting with your trusty AI companion, Hamilton. He's also your best friend in the hostile world you are in.
The world of Moolander is really brought to life by a complete voiceover. Our talented voice actors have really put their hearts and souls into our game. The story of Moolander twists and turns by the hour. It starts off simple, with a lot of comedy. We tend not to take ourselves too seriously, but with the progression of the storyline, everything changes. You uncover ancient Lander secrets, you learn of a sinister treachery, and you uncover the brutal truth behind your journey. By the time you reach the end, we promise you a lot of emotional moments and a very memorable journey. Some people even cried. Well, not us, but some people.
Our beautiful environments are fully handcrafted and are the work of 4 different artists on 3 different continents and are inspired by games like Ori and Rayman. Dozens of different creatures and alien life forms make them come to life. Adding dynamic lighting and challenging puzzles to the mix creates an unforgettable experience.
Whoa! Hamilton, would you look at that? Mars is one heck of a planet. What a magnificent creature with its 4 legs.
To achieve maximum world depth and immersion, we have created our own game music. It is written, recorded and mastered all in-house at the Sixth Hammer. From growling sounds and creepy whispers to cow recording sessions in barns all over the country, we have recorded every sound effect of our game ourselves.
Who doesn't like playing multiplayer games with friends and family? In Moolander we have couch multiplayer for up to 4 players where you can play PvE, PvP battles, and there is even football with cows and spaceships. How cool is that?
The multiplayer is a big part of Moolander as we created huge couch multiplayer for up to 4 people. Our vastly different multiplayer modes offer numerous ways to play with dozens of different skills and terrains to explore and unlock. You will freeze and burn, spit and stab your way against friends as you take control of a mighty cow. The arenas in all modes are not just visually different, each offers unique hazards and tactical opportunities. Try to survive enemy waves long enough together with friends, or test your skills in PvP battles. And after hours of brutal action, you can continue exploring the game by playing our signature sport, the Galactic Moo Ball.
Moolander is already available on Steam, Xbox and PlayStation,
including a free demo which you can try on your own on every single platform.
And stay tuned for our upcoming Nintendo Switch release in spring 2023. See you in the secret cow level!
Coming from Japan, Shueisha Games bring us The Tower to the Bottom. This is a single-player roguelike title that features survival and card battling elements.
This is Lachlan, and I'll give you a quick run-through of what you can expect in The Tower to the Bottom, a survival roguelike adventure with real-time card battling. At the start of each run, you'll be taxed 1 portion of bread for each of the children you have in the commune, and if you ever reach 0, it's game over and you have to start a new playthrough. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm here in the commune where all the children live at the top of the ever mysterious tower. I'm going to have a quick look through all the children that I have unlocked here. So here is Gabu, who is an offensively orientated character with his 3 slash cards, which let him attack relentlessly. But his last card here is the Hanged Man, which plays into the game's unique mechanic of having the cards have different effects depending on their orientation. So the slash card won't be able to use it for attacking when it's upside down. So you'll have to be really careful and make sure you use the Hangman to get the cards the way you want them facing. Over here we have Hound, who is more of a balanced or even defensive character, with their Horned Shield here, which can be used to reflect damage back to the attacker when using a Perfect Guard, which is another of the real-time combat mechanics I'll be showing you a bit later. Here's Lung Lung, another more balanced character, sword, default guard ability, won't do any reflective damage, but pretty nice. And then up here we have Fist. I guess he's a bit more offensively orientated, but he's got a bit of flexibility thanks to the sword and shield card, which will do an attack when upright and be used for guard when it's upside down. So you can change that direction with the Hanged Man how you like. Last of all, we have Need, who is my favorite character. He's really well balanced, but he's also got the Torch, which it can be used outside of combat as well to quite a lot of different uses. And that's one of the reasons I really like him. But before I get started on this run, I'm going to have a quick look at this spring here. As you can see, there's some fish in it, which if you interact with, can be used to gain a bit of food, which is really useful to help prevent a game over. So yeah, let's add Need to my party. And I think I'll go with a balanced comp. So let's get Lang Lang in, and we've got a nice balanced comp to start the run with. Warriors are assembled. All right, let's go. I like the look of that deck. So here the children are sending us off before we head in. And here we go. So as you can see here, the children do attack on their own without any input from yourself. However, they will not be too successful because they're only children and they need your guidance to get through the perils of the tower. So let's see what we get here. And it is the Mysterious Child. So she acts sort of as a guide slash teacher when you first enter the tower. So let's see what she has for us today. I think she's going to try and give us a little tutorial to the combat of the game. So let's say yes please and get a quick rundown of how we play. So here is our starting hand with the size of 4 cards. So 2 slash, got the guard, and then the torch is upside down so I can't use it right now. I'm just going to attack, and as you can see, you can deal a new hand whenever you like, no matter what. So I'm just going to attack again and deal a new hand. They're going to attack once that circle finishes. So I'm going to block so I don't take as much damage. Nice, got a nice guard. And let's attack while they're talking. Deal again. Attack. Guard again. And deal. Let's see if I attack. Attack again. There you got that attack in. That's okay though. And then I will finish them off. Okay, looks like they've seen enough. So may as well just attack. And it looks like they're going to head down and wait for us a bit deeper in the tower. Okay, so like most roguelike games, when you win combat, you get a reward. So here I think I will pick the bread, because at the start of a playthrough, making sure you have a nice buffer of bread is really useful to not get a early game over to any silly mistakes. So let's head down and... skeleton. Another common enemy you'll face in the game. Need is ready to fight for his friends, and Lang Lang is not too happy about the skeleton being a bit creepy. So, So he is going to attack, but with the perfect guard I can make myself take a lot less damage. So let's try and time it, and nice, got it. So not only take less damage, but he's stunned. So I'm going to attack using this opportunity I've created. Attack again. I'm going to guard this again just to be safe. Attack. And yeah, victorious. So we get another reward here. And I don't need another guard card. Can't take the water out, so I think I'll just go with the bread to be safe. So head down here. We got a crossroad, so I get to choose the path I take. I'm liking the look of those exclamation marks, question marks, so let's go to the right. Another skeleton? Oh, no. So this is the sustainable skeleton. He's a bit of a quirky character who's collecting bread to donate to the poor and starving people of this world. So I think I'm gonna go for a positive relationship and give him some bread. I could have attacked him, or maybe even given him poisoned bread if I had the card available, which would have given us a negative relationship, and he may have even attacked me, but I want to be a nice guy, so I'll give him the bread here. So here we are in a rest zone, which will let us recover a little bit of health. But since I brought here we go. I have the torch, which means I can light this kindling here and get a little fire. So this will let us get a bit more healing. And here, I'm going to have a bit of dialogue between them, where they'll discuss what they think of the tower, and you can get a bit of an insight into their personalities and what they're thinking. So let's keep heading on, and here's the big 30 health heal. Yep, here we go. Nice. It's a lot bigger than the default 10, so being able to light that fire is a nice advantage that Need brings to the party. Let's head down here. What do we got? Here he is, the giant sentinel. So this is one of the first bosses you'll be fighting in the game, and unless you can beat him, you won't be going deeper into the tower to the lower floors. So before we get started on this fight, I'm going to check the cards I have. 2 slash, 2 guard, 1 bread, 1 torch, and then the hanged man. So that's a pretty decent balanced comp of cards. So let's block this. Perfect guard, so he's staggered. Nice. I'm going to attack twice. Chain attack. So swordsmen can chain attacks together and do more damage, depending on how long you get the chain going, which is nice. I think here he's got the wall of iron up. 999 armor. Not going to do any damage attacking into that. So I am going to just wait and try and get another guard on his giant's greatsword attack. Here we go, guard, nice. And now I'm going to attack, chain with the torch for an offensive attack. Nice, and I might be able to finish him, but I'm just going to play safe. Yeah, you got the iron up. Oops, I didn't need to do that. That's okay. And as you can see, that slash card over there is upside down, so I'll use it. Does nothing. I'm going to try and block this attack. Probably should have blocked instead of attacking. That was my bad. So, I'll just wait for this wall of iron to run out before I finish him off. Probably don't even need to perfect guard. He's got only 3 health left, so let's just wait. Yeah, there we go, and I'll just finish him off. Nice. Pretty clean run of this so far, and I think since this is one of the demo versions, the run is going to end here. So I'm going to take what I have back up to the tower, so I'll get a little stock of bread, and unlock a few more advantages thanks to the mysteries I've unlocked. So this will add to the tower experience, which will unlock more events and cards to use in further runs. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Now, before I close this out, I want to show you a quick look at 2 other combat styles that are available in the game. Some children will be mages, letting them use powerful destructive and healing magic, as you can see here. If you use another spell while the children are still channeling, depending on the element, you can get different effects. For example, with the water spell here, you can add multicast to it, making do ever more damage. Or with the fire spell, if you use fire to add to it, you can get it to cast instantly, allowing you to time your attacks for great impact. However, if you add fire to water, the spell's going to cancel out because those elements don't mix well. Here you can heal up, which is really useful for the magic characters. And here is the Practitioner of the Divine Arts, a numbered combo system, where if you use the cards in the correct order, you can get more damage and status effects like the paralysis you can see here. Thanks for watching this brief introduction to the tower to the bottom. There is a lot more to discover in the full game, releasing on Steam later this year. Be sure to add to your wish list and follow us on Twitter. Have a great day!
From Quali, based in the UK, Die by the Blade is a 1 vs 1 fighter where a single strike can lead to either victory or defeat.
Hello everyone, Peter here. We have recorded a gameplay explanation video for Dive by the Blade a few years back, but since then the game has quite changed. So we wanted to show you how the updated gameplay looks and how you control and play Dive by the Blade. So welcome to the video, hope you'll enjoy it. Let's get started. So in the game you have multiple characters. Every character can take any weapon of the choice. We don't have a character specific moveset, we have weapon specific moveset, so you kind of have to learn weapons instead of the characters. But for the start we just want to pick a character, pick the AI opponent. Let's go for Daisuke and choose one of the areas. Let's look at the garden. With the left stick you move around in basically 2D plane. You can also roll with the trigger and double tap to dash in given direction. So important to note here is the UI. You can see that there is a red arrow and a white one. I am the character on the left, I play Nakamura, and my stance is the red one. The opponent's stance is a white one, so whenever I'm in the same stance, the arrows will match. Right, so he's trying to match the stance. Basically, the reason why he's doing that is the defense system. Let me turn the AI again. So the basics of defense is that when you're matching the stance, the attack will be auto-blocked. You can see that there is a white flash. There is a blue flash, I'm sorry, showing that the attack was blocked. The match stance is the sort of first line of defense for you. So you have a second line, which is a parry. So when I press the parry button, you can see a red circle. While it is red, the parry is active, whereas gray, it is on cooldown, and when you don't see any circle, that basically means that the parry is available too. Right, that was parry. So what you have seen there was a yellow flash. That means that the parry is in different stance than my opponent. If I match the stance and execute the parry perfectly, that is a perfect parry. My opponent will be kicked back a bit, so I will basically stop strings of his attacks. All right, so that was a perfect parry. Basically you have two types of attacks. You have horizontal one and then a vertical with the right button and right trigger. These are not any way faster or slower than each other. They change the geometries as we are tracking the position of the blade. When you're trying to hit a enemy's hitboxes, this definitely changes how you would react to your character being in some specific state. If it rolls, you would want to use a vertical attack, but you have to wait until the roll is finished. When he is dashing towards you, you want to use a vertical to hit him, definitely, because vertical goes through the whole character hitboxes, so it's much higher chance to hit him. If you go from the bottom, you can hit his leg first, so that doesn't necessarily mean he will die. If you go from the top, his head or torso will be hit. That's probably instant kill in Dive by the Blade. Let me just look quickly at the fast quickly at these combos. So with the katana we have nice sequence. You can chain up to 3 attacks. Each attack takes a little bit of energy, so that's the blue bars at the top. When I execute an attack, you can see that there's some energy being used, but each consecutive attack uses less and less energy, so it's useful for you to kind of manage the energy. So you see my energy bar is low. I need to either wait or I can parry an incoming attacks and just basically replenish my energy this way. It's basically stealing, because when enemies attacking, he's using some of the energy and I can get it back by executing perfect parries or parries in general. So the auto block doesn't provide you with any energy, so you would want to parry as well. But as a first line of defense, it's still good enough. So this basically stops you from having enemies just spamming constantly in attacks, because they will use their energy quite quickly. So for example, if I just do first line of attacks and then you will match stands and these are not chained in any way, what would happen is that they deplete the energy, and once the enemy's energy is depleted, let's look at the start when my energy is low. See, my attacks are way slower. So basically we penalize you if you don't manage your energy well or lose it very quickly. Basically every weapon uses different amount of energy, and every character has a different overall amount of energy and different regen rate. Right, so see, Daisuke seems his regen value is going slower than Yoshi's, but he has bigger overall energy bar. So what happens is that you can execute multiple combos with higher energy bar. Oh, okay. There's a perfect match there. Yeah, he's depleted, so I can now try to attack. There you go. And he was low on energy, so that means when you're low on energy, the damage will be applied anyway, so the auto block feature doesn't work, you really have to parry. Currently in Katana you have to execute specific combo and kill your opponent with the last hit, so I want to take my distance because each attack brings me closer. And this is the glory finisher that you have. So each weapon have a different finishers, maybe different rule sets, and what do you need to do to execute it. But if you do, it's really satisfying for you. So this is basically for sure doesn't have any gameplay effects. It's just for fun and for your own kind of satisfaction with the kill, because you know that with the blade is all about killing. So first thing is your character. So each character has multiple skins. There are items that you can put in your character to have a bit of a kind of your own style on it. In addition to character customization, you can also modify your weapon. Let me show you. There are basically two ways you can have different katana skins. First one is pre-created, so the things that we made that are kind of special in the game, and then custom, which you can use and create your own weapon as you wish. So there are tons of customization options. You can assign various components of your weapon. Other part for customization are banners. So in levels, I don't think it was in those levels that I showed you, but basically in the final game you will have in all those levels you will have banners. So each player has its own unique banner. You can customize the banner as you wish. And final, we have tones, so you can actually pick your own tones. Currently there is only visual. That's the only visual thing, but maybe in the future we will add some option to like mark your opponent and you have to kill it within 3 seconds or something like that. Thank you for watching and being here with me. Was quite a journey for us to get the game going and get the game running. We had a lot of feedback from you guys and in various events, and I really want to say thank you. As I said, thank you very much for watching the video, and have a nice day. See you later.
We have a special presentation from Zilliqa, which aims to be the pulse of creator economy by creating borderless solutions and Layer 1 metaverses.
Hello, Gamescom Asia. It's Matt and Valentine from Zilliqa Gaming. It's really exciting to be here. We've got some amazing games that we'd like you to play. Valentine, do you want to talk to them?
Yep. The big one is Web3ware, already available in open beta, and also 2 other games that are in the works. Please have a look and enjoy them.
Yeah, go down, download, and have some fun.
All the way from the Spritosaur in the UK, Poplings is a competitive puzzle game. So, let's take a look. Home Sweet Home Survive is an asymmetrical multiplayer game that puts you in the world of Thai myths. Experience being the hunter and the hunted. Developed here in Singapore, Battle Brew Productions brings you Cuisinier, a roguelite that will have you brave dungeons to find the vital ingredients that you need to cook delicious meals for your family.